The IUPUI men's and women's basketball teams opened their seasons at home on Saturday in a doubleheader. It was a day that saw 2 Jaguar wins decided by a total of just 5 points. It was the guys in the afternoon game squaring off against Kentucky State. The Thoroughbreds came in as the underdogs, but they kept it a tight game throughout. Much like the Jags' previous game against Marquette, when nothing else seemed to work offensively, Darrell Combs took over. The sophomore guard netted 16 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals. You see him knocking down a 3 here to keep the Jags close before halftime. In the second half, Combs goes coast to coast for the and one. Then you see him finding senior Marcellus Barksdale in the corner for 3. The senior Barksdale would take over from there. Here seen with a nifty slip move to the basket. Later on, it's Barksdale who corrals the ball and finds Jordan Pickett for the and one. Would extend the Jags' lead to 6 as they would close out Kentucky State.
I think we want to have better starts in the first and second half. I thought that they did a better job as far as their intensity. I thought as far as being attacking the rim. I thought those are better for us. I think those are 2 things that we definitely got to work on better. Also, too, there was a stretch where we couldn't score, and those are normally where it goes from we can't score to we're down 4 or 5 to it ends up being 15 or 16. And so I thought as a group, I thought they did a better job as far as not scoring, but also too getting stops.
In the nightcap, it was the IUPUI women in their first home game of the season, hosting VCU. It was all Jags in the first half as IUPUI jumped out to a 17-point halftime advantage with the score 42-25. Junior Michael Rogers was impressive in the post, while Danielle Lawrence and Kelsey Bird chipped in a few big buckets. Jenna Gunn was also impressive with 6 points in the game. But the story of the first half, freshman Sydney Hall knocked down not 1, not 2, not 3, but 4 triples in the first half. She would knock down a 5th in the second half, finishing with 19 points. But VCU would come storming back. The Jags went from a 46-27 advantage to losing the lead in just less than 10 minutes of play.
Very back and forth game. Anytime you play a team that presses like that, there's going to be big runs. We got hot in the first half and got up. I knew they'd make a run in the second half, but we weren't able to answer. We kept turning the basketball over. And we talked about, for us, transition defense and not turning the ball over would be huge. First half we did that, we got a big lead. Second half, they started being aggressive. We got careless with the ball, and they got back in the game.
Down 69-67 with under 10 seconds left. It's Rogers on the block who takes the ball and goes drop step and the foul. She would hit the free throw, giving the Jags a 70-69 W at home.